What is up, my fellow members of the CLC? A Star is Born. This is a movie that's been getting a ton of hype. It did really well over the last weekend at the box office. Critics are going nuts over it, saying it's headed for Oscar glory, and that it is one of, if not the best movie of the year so far this year. I was optimistic but skeptical. I knew that for this movie to work, it was going to fall squarely on the broad shoulders of Bradley Cooper. And Bradley Cooper as an actor is somebody I've always been split on. He's never been bad. I've seen him give two great performances, and that was in Limitless and The Place Beyond the Pines, where he gave a supporting performance that was excellent. But also the reason why I felt like this was going to fall on his shoulders is that this is his directorial debut. So for this thing to succeed, it was going to be because of Bradley Cooper. And for this thing to fail, it was going to be because of Bradley Cooper also. So does it live up to the hype? Yeah, I'm going to cut straight to it. This is an amazing movie. I've said this a million times. I'll say it again here. I am a big softie. I cry very easily in movies, right? And I'm not going to give you a psychoanalysis as to why that is, because we'd be here all day. I just feel like it needs reiterating. But with that said, this is one of those movies that would make somebody cry even if they've never cried in a movie before. This is one of the most powerful, emotional movies I've seen in a long time. I can't remember the last time I cried this hard during a movie. I saw the movie on a Wednesday afternoon with like 20 people, and you could hear sniffles in the audience. And I think that's kind of the effect that this movie is having on a lot of audiences. It is a powerful, powerful, must-see movie. So what makes it so great? Well, I'll start with the obvious, kind of the thing that everyone points to right away, and justifiably so. This music is amazing. Great vocal performance by Bradley Cooper. Big surprise, who knew he could sing? But the less surprising one is Lady Gaga. Now, her acting is great. She does a tremendous job. She's vulnerable, she's nuanced, she gives a really good Oscar nomination caliber type of performance. But the reason why she's gonna get an Oscar nomination, the reason why you can almost lock it in, is her singing voice. I was driven to tears by her voice multiple times. Bradley Cooper as a director, great. I mean, what an incredible debut. I mean, to take on something that is, a known property. We've seen 3 different versions of A Star is Born, and this is the one that is widely being said to be the best one, and a lot of that has to do with his direction and what he gets out of his actors. I'll get to that more in a second, but just his performance personally. Bradley Cooper gives the performance of his life in this movie. There are some moments in this movie that I've just been thinking about, and I've gotten goosebumps. And a lot of that is because Bradley Cooper gives one of the most emotional, powerful performances I've seen from an actor in a while. I have a tough time believing that there's going to be a lead actor who gives a better performance than what Bradley Cooper gave in this movie. There's some side performances in here by guys that you wouldn't think would give powerful performances. Dave Chappelle has a really small role, but him and Bradley Cooper have a really good scene together. Andrew Dice Clay plays Lady Gaga's dad. Oh, I needed the money. Yeah, I gave it to one of my whores. Hickory dickory dock. That Andrew Dice Clay. He's just a good dad in this movie, trying to get the best for his daughter. And their relationship, you wouldn't expect it to be this emotional relationship that you have this deep connection to, but you get it. And it's because of their performances as well as the screenwriting and Bradley Cooper's fantastic direction. A performance I really want to see get nominated, and I don't know if he will, but God, I hope so, because he's one of my favorite actors. Sam Elliott doesn't have a huge role in this movie, but he has about 3 scenes that broke me. There is a moment in the last, I think it's like the last 20 minutes, and it's such a short scene with him and Bradley Cooper, and Bradley Cooper says one line, and then the rest of it is just focused on Sam Elliott's face. And, I mean, thinking about it, I'm like trying not to cry thinking about it. This movie is really tough to watch, especially in the second half. The first half is fairly, is uplifting and hopeful, but the second half, there are some awkward, intentionally awkward, tough scenes to watch. And at the end, I was like on the verge of just being curled up in the fetal position. You come out of the movie feeling the types of emotions that you would feel if you were somebody in this situation. I had this movie at a 9 out of 10 yesterday, and I think I'm going to bump it up to a 9.5. But man, this is really teetering on 10 out of 10. This is a film experience, like, in its purest form. From the second this movie starts, you're in it. And when it ends, you feel drained. Like, you feel like you've lived a lifetime with these people. You can follow me on Twitter. That's at Castellani 2014. That's at CASTELLANI 2014. Let me know in the comments if you like this movie. Click that subscribe button. Click that like button. Click that like button. Thanks for watching. Peace and happiness. Never stop losing.